What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we are here for round number 2 of the Pokemon Masters, the Game Room's Pokemon Masters. And this is here. You guys see on the screen. You guys know what this is. This is a draft league, and this draft league is very special because it is a best 2 out of 3 with both singles and doubles. Game 1 is going to be doubles. Game 2 and 3, if necessary, are going to be singles. And we have to use the same team for both systems, for both singles and doubles, and hopefully we can come out with a W. You guys see the team that we have on the screen here, and our opponent, they are going to be the Barcelona Malabads, I think is the name, not Malamars, or yeah, something like that, Malamads, whatever it is. Malamads, that's what it is. So we're playing against Fiac 44, and apparently they are really good at doubles. So thankfully, this is going to be part singles, mostly singles if necessary. But the team that we're have to go up against is really terrifying. It is a scary team with the Melmetal and the Rotom Wash as a combination is very terrifying. There's a competitive Milotic there, which we, again, scary in both singles and in doubles, especially because I do have Intimidate Landorus. There's a Cresselia, which is, again, very much problematic because that Pokemon has a Levitate, it has a really big bulk, and it can set up Trick Room for the Golurk, the Malamar, the Milotic in certain situations, and of course the Melmetal. There's a really good offensive fire type in the Cinderace. Oh, and another one in the Salazzle. So hopefully we can get the job done and pick up a nice W and move on to the finals of the tournament. Now, let's go and jump into it. My starting mon, my first mon, we looked at and said, you know what? There are 2 water types that go crazy against my entire team, so we have to run Serena. Serena is not only good for the doubles where it has Queenly Majesty to be immune to the fake out on the Salazzle, which is really important to note because it doesn't negate my fake outs, it only negates his fake outs, which is good to know. But it's also really good because with access to Power Whip, we actually OHKO max HP, no bulk Milotic with the Power Whip. Trop Kick is a phenomenal move against something like the Rotom, because what would switch in on the Trop Kick? Something like the Melmetal, which would again be, well, taking at that point an attack drop, which is really key because my whole goal against the Melmetal is weaken its attack stat through Intimidate, through Burn, through Trop Kick even, and through Reflect. That's my goal against the Melmetal, and it gets through Strength Sap as well, which we'll get into in a minute. In general, just a fantastic move here, and then we had the knockoff for a bit of support against something like the Golurk coming in, against the Cinderace coming in, the Cresselia, for example, and Loki is there because we do like 45-ish% to max HP Melmetal, which is really important because that thing is going to be very deadly in the Trick Room. The investment we have on this Pokemon allows us to have speed for 12 speed Rotom. With the Assault Vest, we take a +2 modest Ice Beam from the Milotic. So if I go for, let's say, a Trop Kick as it switches in, it'll survive. It might outspeed me, depending on the set, of course, and then it can go for a +2 Ice Beam against me because of competitive. I'll take the hit, which is, again, really big there. We also take an Adamant non-boosting item Melmetal's Double Iron Bash, and we take modest Salazzle's Fire Blast because of the Assault Vest as well. Moving on, though, it's going to be our Grimmsnarl here. This thing put in the absolute work last time around with the Oranguru, but this time we are not running a more offensive variant with the Assault Vest. We're running Prankster with screens. Why? Because we need screens. In the doubles matchup, screens are so absolutely vital in this game because we can't really take hits well from like Nasty Plot Rotom, from Cinderace, from a boosted Milotic, from Salazzle, Melmetal, Golurk. There's so many big threats that we have to deal with, and we kind of have to have screens for those reasons. We do have Darkest Lariat here because there is no resist to Dark on the team. His Dark type is also a Psychic type. So yeah, I feel great. There's no real Dark type answer, and that's amazing for us. There's no Fighting type on the team, so we're in a really good position to just spam Darkest Lariat. And Fake Out is there to be able to stop things from getting boosted up on me. It helps me out against like Rotom with Nasty Plot because it can outspeed my Serena and then go for an attack to break down something else. And if Serena's already weakened, then it's going to be really hard for us to beat down the Rotom, even if it has something like Volt Switch and Hydro Pump as its only attacking moves, really. So we gotta be careful with that, of course, but this Pokemon is very important for the Fake Out support and for the doubles matchup specifically. Other than that, the Speed on this Pokemon is there for Adamant Melmetal, just in case. We take Adamant Melmetal's Double Iron Bash with screens. We take Salazzle's Spread Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb if it's timid, and if we have no screens up. And like I said, there's no Dark Resist. Moving on, though, it's going to be our Jellicent. This Pokemon is extremely important. We're running the Pecha Berry on the Jellicent. Why Pecha? Well, because I don't really care about getting burnt. If I'm burnt from like Will-O-Wisp on Rotom or from like Pyro Ball or Flamethrower on the Salazzle or Cinderace, then that's fine with me. But getting Toxic, especially in the singles matchup, is terrible for me because this Pokemon comes in on something like the Melmetal and just Strength Sap away. It comes on something like the, I guess, the Cinderace, depending on what its set's going to be, and Strength Saps away. It's Scald Sting. If I can get a Scald Burn on the Milotic and it's competitive, that's huge because I can go for Hexes after. Same deal with the Rotom. If I can Scald Burn the Melmetal, that thing is a non-issue anymore. It's a non-issue, period. Not anymore, because that's a double negative. We'll make it positive. But we are max defense because we need to be able to take hits from the physical Pokemon, like the Metal, like the Cinderace. We already take hits very well from the Salazzle because we have 105 base special defense with 100 base HP, excuse me, and we're able to take hits really well. Taunt is there for the Cresselia, because if I'm in a situation where I just hard lose to Cresselia clicking Trick Room has a negative priority, so going for Taunt will stop it from going for the Trick Room, which is really, really important, and I won't lose to Trick Room that way. Hex, again, solid damage if I get burns on things, and I'm really hoping my Scald Luck improves because lately my Scald Luck has just been absolutely terrible. Moving on though is going to be our Landorus variant with the Yache Berry, with Intimidate of course. We have to be careful about the competitive Milotic. We also have to be careful about Adrenaline Orb Milotic, which is again very scary for my team to deal with. Earthquake is really good against the entire roster, minus Rotom Wash and Cresselia, because there is no resist. We actually thought about running Gravity, but we can't. There's just not enough chances for us to get Gravity off, and it's so much better in singles than it is in doubles. So we decided to go with the without the gravity here. Knockoff is there to get rid of random items on things. It's good to scout in the doubles game for the singles matchup. U-turn makes a lot of sense against something like the Malamar. It's good for the Cresselia. If something like, let's say the Metal is there, I can go for a U-turn and switch out, and I'm freely able to do that because I can get the Intimidate drop on it and go into something like my Jellicent, which will take the double Iron Bashes or the Ice Punches that the Metal will want to do. So I can get momentum, go into something else, and then take advantage that way. And then Explosion. Explosion is really important because in the singles matchup, we're able to get the OHKO on Rotom Wash if we're in a situation where it's trying to set it to me, or trying to just get the KO on me with Hydro Pump, or if I'm weakened. Really important there. It's also good because in certain situations in the doubles game where it's me and my Jellicent, my Landorus and my Jellicent up, I can go for Explosion. It's spread damage, but it'll still do really big damage to the Rotom to the point where I'm not as concerned about it anymore setting up, because Nasty Plot Rotom is terrifying for the doubles game. The speed that we have in this Pokemon is there for the Rotom. We have Yache Berry for the Ice Beams and Ice Punches that are going to come our way, and we take Adamant Metal's neutral Ice Punch with our Yache Berry. If it's boosted, then we have to get it to -1, which is important. It shouldn't be too bad. And we do take 2 Jolly Cinderace's Pyro Balls, which is very, very important. Our next mod is going to be our Lycanroc with the Eject Pack, Accelerock, Endeavor, Close Combat, and Crunch. Endeavor is there in cases like really bulky Milotic that could be very terrifying for my team to deal with. Crunch is there for something like the Cresselia and the Golurk. Defensive Cresselia takes like 23% from Crunch. That's nothing, but it's better than going for Close Combat or Accelerock. The close combat is really important though, because if we're in a situation where it's us against Rotom and we're running out of sacks in the singles game, I can go for close combat, do about half to that thing, and then I can switch out, get into something else, take a sack, and then go back to close combat it again, which is really good because it stops me from just auto losing to that Pokemon if I'm in a really shitty spot. So I do like the Eject Pack here, and there's no Intimidate to proc it early. The best thing you could do would be like, I don't know, if there's for some reason fake tears or something on the Salazzle, but I'm not bringing this for the doubles matchup. This is basically exclusively for the singles game. The speed that we have in this Pokemon is there for, I believe it was the Rotom Wash. That's the same thing, because we don't need speed for Salazzle or Cinderace, because we're going to fire off the Cell Rocks against them anyways. And the reason we have our defense investment instead of our HP investment is because of the Endeavor. We want to boost our Endeavor damage as much as possible, so having no defense is the most important thing. And our final mod is going to be our Rotom Heat. This Pokemon is decent in the doubles matchup, but I think will most likely be coming in the singles game because of the potential for both waters to come to the game. Volt Switch for momentum is really good. Will-O-Wisp for something like the Metal is nice. Of course, it's also solid against something like the Milotic or the Golurk. I can start getting Hex damage off against those things. Overheat is great to break down the Metal, and Thunderbolt is good damage against the Milotic. I don't want to run Discharge because I don't want to hit my own Jellicent, and I feel like Jellicent is really important. If I bring for some reason Rotom to the doubles game, I don't want Jellicent to be taken advantage of. Jellicent is coming to basically every single game unless Metal doesn't come, and even then, if Metal and Cinderace don't come, then Double is probably there, and I'm not too concerned about Double. So, well, I am concerned about Double in Trick Room or in non-Trick Room either. So I have to be careful either way. The point I'm trying to make is be careful. That is the important thing. The investment we have in this Pokemon allows us to take Timid, Rotom Wash's Hydro Pump from full, and then we can get Volt Switch off on that thing, momentum around, and be annoying. That is the main goal with our Rotom Wash. Guys, that is going to be the end of our team build. If you guys enjoyed the team build, make sure to leave a like on the video, comment the secret word of the day, which is going to be chili, and I'm going to see you guys in just a second with the battle. All right, everyone, welcome back. So we see this is the doubles game here. We're looking at Cinderace, Golurk, Malamar. Okay, Melmetal, what is that thing called? Milotic, and the Salazzle. So no Rotom Wash and no Cresselia is kind of cool. I do still think that my lead of Serena makes a lot of sense here. Stops the fake out. It stops the fake out that Salazzle can do to me. I like the Grimmsnarl as a lead too, because of screen support. I think Jellicent and Landorus are my two best bets here. Is Landorus my best bet? Is it? I think it is over Rotom here. I think it makes sense over Rotom. I'm going to go with Lando here, and this is what we'll do. Let's hope it goes well. This is going to be our singles game, our doubles game, excuse me. Doubles game first. Let's close this. Let's put down the team that he has brought. Okay, so let's open this up. We're seeing the Milotic. We saw a Cinderace. We saw the Salazzle. We saw the, oh my god, we saw the Melmetal. What else did we see? We saw the Malamar. And last mon I'm missing out here. Salazzle and Malamar's lead. Okay. Last mon I'm missing was what? Last mon I'm missing was the Golurk. Okay, so Golurk. Okay. So, what am I doing here as my lead here? I think the fake out onto the... what is it called? Salazzle makes the most amount of sense, because I don't want that thing to fake or be annoying at all. I'll go for a knockoff on the Malamar, or I'll try and get rid of the Salazzle, because that thing's a threat. I can go for knockoff and fake out. So knockoff and fake out on Salazzle. That thing's a threat. Protect them. We take those. We take those. We just smack the Salazzle here. And we're going to see the fake out come out on that. Great. That's bulky. That's bulky, bulky, bulky. Then we'll knock off here. Some good damage there, and that's a focus sash Salazzle. Cool. So now we can guarantee get a KO on something. I can go for a light screen here, which would be, I think, my best bet. I'll go for another knockoff on the Salazzle here, and I'll actually go for a light screen now. That's, I think, what I want to do. That'll protect me the most against Salazzle outspeeding me. Okay, because Salazzle can go for spread damage. It can do as much damage as possible as it wants to me, but light screen up is really nice. Flamethrower. Okay, so we get the light screen, and it goes to where Assault Fist should do less than half. Nice. And knockoff gets rid of the Salazzle. So that Pokemon was a pain in the ass, but we got rid of it. Malamar is a problem, and that's going to go for Trick Room here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I can go for Reflect here. That's doable. Reflect makes some sense. So let me take a look at Serena against Malamar. Malamar's knockoff to me, if it's Brave, does 42 to 46. Well, here's a Melmetal anyway, so that's not great, obviously. I can go for a knockoff and a Reflect. That could work. Go knockoff, and let's go Reflect. Okay, so Reflect comes out. Protects our team. Unless we get double targeted, we're fine. Double Iron Bash. We'll take this hit. No, we won't, because I forgot that when you're in doubles, for some reason, it does more. I don't know why, but for some reason, it does more. Completely forgot about that. Did I go Melmetal? Superpower. Ooh, that sucks. Yeah, it's going to get its own boost. Okay, and then knockoff. Jeez. Citrus Berry. Okay. I can go into Landorus here. I'll give that thing another boost, which kind of sucks. I'm going to go Landorus here. We could definitely see Ice Punch come up from the Melmetal, but I'm not worried about that because the Melmetal is now -1 and there's Reflect Up, and I have my Yachi Berry. And this thing is now +2 attack. Jesus. +2 attack against my Serena. Superpower to Reflect. Can do a fuck ton. I can't go into my Jellicent here. That's the problem as well. I can't. Here I have to go for... I wish I had Protect right now. I really wish I had Protect. Let's go for a Power Whip on this. Let's go for a straight U-turn on this as well. That's how we're going to handle this. Ice Punch, Yachi, we're fine with that. We'll eat this hit. God damn, we take those. Okay, and now Superpower again, so it's going to be at +2 defense. Definitely don't eat that. Not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. Yeah, we knew doubles was going to be a problem. Yeah. Okay, the good news is it can't target us both, I guess. Okay, we go Jellicent. Alright, we do have a Reflect, which doesn't matter at all, and I go into Landorus here. I don't think we take the hit from Melmetal. I don't think we take a hit from anything, unfortunately. I can go for Earthquake here. That should get the KO on the Malamar. Let's go for the... I don't think Earthquake's going to get the KO. I'll go for a U-turn on the Malamar, and I'll go for a Spring Sap on the Melmetal. We'll try and get healthy after something clearly comes and attacks us. Ice Punch. Do we, for some reason, take the hit? No. So we're going to lose this doubles game. We kind of expected that. The doubles game was not going to be our strong suit against this team. We really had a hard time against it. But what are you going to do? And that's just going to obliterate us through it. Yeah. I should have definitely gone after the the Malamar. I made a mistake, I think, because Salazzle, it was already weakened. It wasn't as much for threats. If I double targeted the Malamar there, going for like knockoff and lariats, that would have definitely built me in better advantage. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're going to be back in a minute with the actual second game, which will be singles. And if we manage to win that, there will be a third game, which will also be singles. All right, guys, we are back. You're going to see here this team on the screen once again. So I feel good about my chances with my four being Serena, Lycanroc, Jellicent, and Landorus. I do not think that the Malamar comes. And if it does come, it's going to have a much harder time this time around. Oh, we know it has Protect. We know the full moveset on Malamar. Night Slash, Trick Room, Superpower, Protect. Okay. I think that Serena as my lead is the best bet I'm going to have. There could be a lead of Cinderace, which could be annoying. I think Serena as my lead makes the most amount of sense. I don't think a lead of Salazzle comes. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do the Landorus here. We're going to hopefully get a win. It'd be great if we could, because if we could, then we can at least force a game 3. But yeah, let's do it. We're going to lead with this. As long as there's no lead of either fire type, Serena has a great lead. Serena's a great lead. Hopefully it's like Milotic or something. That's like the best case scenario. All right, it's 4v4. Game number 2. Can we prolong our season? What is the lead here? Golurk. I'll take it. I'll take it. So Serena against the Golurk. So Poltergeist from Choice Band Golurk does, that's with Reflect, has like 2 rolls to KO me. Power with Okos all the time. Knockoff will always put it lower. I feel like Knockoff has to be my play here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Knockoff here. If Salazzle probably comes in or Cinderace, but we get the Knockoff on it at least, which is really good information for us. Cinderace comes in, we take those. We couldn't go for Trop Kick there because of the incoming Milotic or potential, what is it called? Malamar, but getting big damage off on Cinderace is nice, and that's a Lumberry. We take those. I'll swap here. I can go into Landorus, I believe. I think that's what I want to do. I want to go Landorus here because I don't think that Malamar comes to this game. Yeah, I don't think Malamar comes to this game. Like, what's the switch into Landorus? Maybe I think a U-turn comes out here if anything. Maybe a Pyro Ball if we're lucky. Pyro Ball, cool. So this is going to do not too much, under half, I believe. Yep, under half. I can go for an Earthquake here. Did he bring an immunity? He did not bring an immunity to Earthquake. So I can just go for the Earthquake right now. Which I'll do. I'll go for the Earthquake. A swap, okay? Still doesn't know if we're Scarfed. Malamar comes in. Fine. That's fine. We can Earthquake this. It's over half. How do I want to play? Citrus Berry, yeah. You're up about the Citrus Berry. I was going to say, oh, I can just like... I'm going to go for a U-turn here. U-turn will get the KO on this. It's going to reveal we're not Scarfed, unfortunately, but I can't really risk that. I'm going to go for the U-turn. Can't let it get off a Trick Room. U-turn's going to come out. This will get the KO on it. Okay, so no Trick Room right now, unless Golurk for some reason gets it, which I don't think it does. Trick Room. It does not get Trick Room. So Golurk is without Trick Room. Cinderace is under half. And we take a Pyro Ball next time around. I can go into Serena here. I can go to Lycanroc. Lycanroc, unfortunately, it gets threatened out by the Golurk. This Cinderace forces in the Landorus again. I think my play here is going to be... I think my play has to be Serena. It has to. It has to be Serena. Yeah. Is my Milotic coming, or is it Melmetal? Cinderace comes back in. Yeah, has to be Cinderace. I'm thinking I go into my Jellicent now. If I see a U-turn, so be it, I see a U-turn. U-turn. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this Libero? Whoa. Blaze. That should be Blaze, not Libero. That should be Blaze and not Libero. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's annoying as hell. Well, whatever, I guess. Not much I can do about it. I go into Landorus here on the Poltergeist. That's crazy. That's dumb. That's extra damage we wouldn't taken. What are we gonna see here? Rock Polish. Okay, it's at -1. A -1 attack. Rock Polish obviously sucks. I can go for a U-turn here because I think it's going to be weakness policy. I can U-turn and go into the Jellicent, I think is the play. It has to be. Yeah. U-turn, go Jellicent. Ice Punch. We have our Yachi Berry. It's at -1. This should not kill me. Yep, fine. Bro! Come on! Oh, thank you. My heart. That cannot keep happening to me. That cannot keep happening to me. Okay. Golurk against Jellicent. -1. Poltergeist is at most 144. Go Poltergeist. We go this thing. I can go for a Strength Sap here. That -1 doesn't tell me, unfortunately, how much I'm going to get back in health. But I can weaken it a bit more, which is nice. So I'll do that. I'll go for the Strength Sap. I don't think he goes for Poltergeist. Or he does. Okay, fine. Poltergeist. Because I do have a Landorus. Bro, my god, that's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Strength Sap. Give it back. Give it all back. So you're at -2 now. We're nearing full. I'm going to go for it again. I'm just going to keep going for it. And the reason being is there's a Cinderace left over, which is fine. This thing, if it is weakness policy, I don't want to trigger it until it's like weak enough. That's a big deal to me. So Poltergeist again. That's fine. Cool, no problem, no problem. So is that -3 now? How much does Jellicent do to this? Scald is 58 if it's no bulk. And we'll do another Strength Sap here. I'll get to -4. So -3 Poltergeist should do at most 90. If we can dodge a Poltergeist as well, that'd be absolutely huge. Cool. So we'll be at -4 now. Poltergeist, I believe, has 8 PP. Poltergeist has 8 PP. So he's already used 3 now. Let's go for another one. There's another Poltergeist. Cool, still above half now. Okay, was that -5? -5 or -4? -5, I think. Okay, so it's at -5. Let's still double check that. Golurk is -5. So if I give it a +2 boost right now, the next hit will do 90 tops. I can't allow that yet. Let's go for a Strength Sap again. Okay, swaps out. We'll get back to full against whatever comes in. My loading. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That is fine. Strength Sap against this. As long as it's not competitive, we're good. What can this thing really do to me anyways? Toxic, I guess, is the best thing. Competitive. That's fine. I go for Scald and I try and hex this thing down. I do still have Serena, right? I do still have an Assault Vest Serena in the back. I'll go for a Scald here. Is that just a boosted speed? Is that just a boosted speed? Can I burn this? No. Leftovers, right? Okay, so leftovers. So D-Dance, leftovers. And we're going to go for another Scald on this. Ice Beam. Okay. Yeesh. If I can burn this, that'd be ideal. We gotta get the burn quickly. Thank you. Now we can go for Hex. Now we can go for Hex. Okay. Okay. I could also sack off Lando here. I'll just go for Hex. Ice Beam. Hex should do good damage to this. Because as soon as this thing is gone, I can recover back up against something like the Golurk. Not the Golurk, the Cinderace, excuse me. But I think I do have to swap now. I think I'm going to sack off Landorus here. Oh, I can't sack off Landorus. I can't. Because it's going to be an Intimidate boost, and it's going to be competitive. I think I literally have to go into Lycanroc here. And then go Serena after. That's fine. That's fine because I outspeed the Golurk. Cinderace is a thing, whatever. I can get the Intimidate drop on it, go into this. I'm fine. I think I've got this. I think I've got this. I think it's used 5 Poltergeists. Ice Beam comes out. We should take this hit. We do. Very nice. And so here's my thing. I want to go for Endeavor here. I really do. I just don't think I can afford it. Because if... Oh no, I really want for a Cell Rock. Just get chipped, but I think it makes more sense to go for Endeavor against it. Because if for some reason there's like Recover or whatever, I want to just be able to Endeavor this down. No, just Ice Beam. Okay, that's fine. So, just Ice Beam, but it's burnt. We will take a hit no matter what. Serena against Milotic. I invested for it specifically. +2 Modest Milotic with Ice Beam, level 50. That's at the very most 96%. We go Serena here. Trop Kick will get the KO. Trop Kick will get the KO. If it's max defense, it's still doing 54. We get the KO. We go for Trop Kick here. There's the Ice Beam, so we'll eat the hit. Cool. No freeze. Trop Kick comes out. And that's a dead Milotic. Okay. Golurk. Oh, we should outspeed this. Serena against Golurk. Power Whip. Gotta risk it. We do connect. This is a dead Golurk. Cool. Cool. Okay, so Cinderace comes in. I'll just go for a knockoff against this thing. Pyro Ball. Okay, that's fine. I go for Strength Sap on the Jellicent. God damn. So Strength Sap here. This thing should be Blaze, but whatever. Get our health back. Just try and weaken this thing as much as possible, stall it out, and then we go for a Scald. So it looks like we're going to be able to force a game 3 here. Let's go back to full. Okay, let's fire off the Scald now. It should be Blaze. It should be Blaze here. You can burn it. That's the ultimate punish. All right, so we Scald. We were just communicating there to see if Libero was banned or not. Libero is banned, so he should not be able to use Libero. Guess we're gonna ask Pat what we do, but hey, we get the win here. We forced the game 3, but we've used a lot of our tricks. I didn't think we were gonna have to use that many tricks because the Mind Lotus set was really nice. All right, guys, we are back. So you guys see this is game 3. Just so you know, Libero Cinderace is banned, so he will not be able to bring to this game. So no matter what happens, we know it's gonna be 4 of Golurk, Malamar, Melmetal, Milotic, and Salazzle. So Melmetal didn't come last time, and Cinderace can't come here. I think I don't want to bring the Lycanroc, right? Like, I can bring Rotom, which can Will-O-Wisp basically everything. Volt Switch out on the Milo, which is nice. So I think we can do a Serena lead again. We can do a Jellicent again. We can do a Landorus again. And then Rotom, maybe, is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking here. I could also lead with the Rotom. Because if I lead with Rotom, that protects me from Malamar lead, which is like kind of an issue for Serena, because I'm not running a U-turn. I'll lead with Rotom. All right, let's do it. Game 3, coming up. Winner goes to the finals. Good luck, have fun, Tafiak. Let's get it done. The Cramram. dying inside of a crown rank. Gonna get eaten by that thing. Oh man, been 3 years that Pokemon's out already. It's crazy. All right, let's see what we can do. No Cinderace allowed. Salazzle is the lead. We got him. Okay. I can go for a Volt Switch here. I think that's probably my best bet. The Volt Switch is probably my best bet here. Absolutely. Because if we see anything come in, if it's a Golurk that comes in, I Will-O-Wisp it. Fake out. Sure, I have leftovers. 157. I am basically back to full. Whatever. Okay, so we know this thing has Fake Out now. We still know it's Sash, so I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here. Toxic. Cool, fine with me. Toxic will come out. Toxic, Fake Out, Flamethrower. Sick. Okay, we can go for our Volt Switch now. Big damage. Is that a crit? It's not a crit. Crazy. That's crazy. I can go into Jellicent, and I can unironically click Scald here because I have my Pecha Berry, and then I'm immune to... Okay, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. This is huge. This is huge. If the Pecha comes in clutch, that's huge, because then it gets rid of the berry, so we can no longer Poltergeist my Jellicent. Scald. Go for Toxic. Go for Toxic. Let's go. We got the Pecha Berry. No more Poltergeist for you. That's huge. That's huge for us. So I brought Pecha Berry specifically because I didn't care about being burnt at all. I don't care about being paralyzed. It's specifically the Toxic that matters. So I went to Scald here. Scald will get the KO on this Pokemon. And we now have no longer an item. So that's huge for us. That's huge for us. Issue is if Malamar comes in now, that's a problem. That's a problem. There's a Melmetal instead. Okay, what's Melmetal gonna do to me? Strength Sap here is what I do. Strength Sap. We have speed. So we reduce his attack, which is nice. No HP back. Also fine. Tox. That hurts. That sucks. I did not think this thing would have Toxic. I did not think this thing would have Toxic. If I just taunted there, that would have been better. I think honestly, if I was like smart enough to remember I was faster, I would have probably gone for taunt there, but what are you gonna do? Okay. I can go into Landorus here. Get a drop. That's what I'll do. I'll go Landorus here, get a drop, and we'll go from there. The Jellicent switch out. So it's at -1 now. This thing has revealed Toxic. It's at -2. Oh. Into what? Melmetal? My loaded. Fuck. Okay. Do I Earthquake this? 60 to 72. I'm going for the Earthquake. We take Ice Beam. We should take Scald as well. Scald is actually a roll to KO me. Fuck, I didn't... Dragon Dance. Okay. Dragon Dance. It's at neutral, though. It's at neutral. Okay. That makes sense for about what we expected it to be. That's fine. This thing will outspeed me now. Scald is a roll to KO me. I don't think the Burnout Arena really matters. Because I have Power Whip. Obviously, Ice Beam is worse for me. Our Scald is worse for me, but yeah, we'll go into Serena here. Surf. Let's go. It's not running Ice, it's running Scald. Eat it up. Surf. Surf, there we go. Okay. I can go for Trop Kick here. I should go for Trop Kick here. Melmetal, that's cool with me. That's totally cool with me. So now it's at -1. I can go for Low Kick on this. I think I'm going to go Rotom. I'm going to try and Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to go Rotom and try and Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Toxic. Cool. Already Toxic. Was not expecting the multiple Toxic Pokemon here, but we're in a big advantage here. I can go for the Will-O-Wisp. So I will. Stays in, and we do connect. Is this Lum? It might... Oh, I think it is Lum. It's not. Cool. And we dodge the Rock Slide too. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. It is at -1 and it's burnt, so I'm not as concerned, but it's damage that we wouldn't be able to recover back otherwise. Here I will go for my Volt Switch. Swaps out. Do we see a Golurk? I see Golurk. Okay. We know that our Serena outsped the Golurk, and I don't... If it's max speed, Adamant, we won't outspeed. The question is it running Rock Slide or Stone Edge? It might. Let's go for the Will-O-Wisp. We do outspeed, we do burn this. Is it Lum? It is not Lum. Okay, so Poltergeist will come out. I'm cool with that. It's burnt. Big damage there. Now I can go into Lando here. I think Lando's going to be able to finish this game off, to be honest. Jesus, that's some damage there. But the burn on this is huge. We'll go Lando. So burnt, and now -1. Even if it ice punches me, excuse me. That's nothing. Rock Polish. Fine with me. Fine with me. You're at -1, you're burnt. Let's make some doubles. I can be Poltergeisted, remember. We know this thing has Ice Punch, excuse me, and Poltergeist, and it probably has Earthquake as his last move. Okay. Let's go for the Hex. Swaps out. Ooh. Melmetal. Take the Hex. Take the Hex. That's fine. Now, just in case for some reason this thing has rest, I'm going to click Taunt here. Taunt. Try and rest me. Try and rest. That's fine. Okay. Just got to attack. Already burnt. Rotom. Let's go Rotom here. Because Rotom's the least important Pokemon right now. It's done its job. It's burnt 2 Pokemon. There's a Rock Slide. Good play. We dodge again. That is... okay, that's unfortunate. Already it's unfortunate because you can't bring the Cinderace, which probably would have been better off than Salazzle here. But it's still, obviously is not preferred. Because this way it protects me in case of Golurk or Milotic. And if a Double Iron bashes me, it's burnt. Rock Slide. That's fine. Does very little. I think Low Kick should get the job done here. And this should get a KO on Melmetal. Beautiful. So Melmetal is gone. There's a Milotic, which is weakened. It's in range of Trop Kick. There's a Golurk, which is in range of Power Whip. That's it. That's all we have to get through, and then it's game over. The Golurk is burnt. There's the Golurk. The Golurk is burnt. Trop Kick. Safest play. Let's go. And I believe that should be a GG's. So this is really good. We should be going on to the finals now. Trop Kick, Dragon Dance. That's fine. We fire off the Trop Kick here, and this should get the KO on this Pokemon. Unless for some reason we don't, then we just lose the game, basically. Trop Kick. That's it. All right. Very nice. So in 3 games, we managed to take home the W and move to, well, what? 2-0, basically, with 1 loss, and it was a doubles loss. And now we are officially in the finals, the championship. So next week will be the final week of the Pokemon Masters. And if you guys want to see more of this type of content, when we get on to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, let me know down in the comments as well as commenting the secret word of the day, because the secret word of the day is very important to make sure that you do. If you do that, then I'll know that you watched the Team Builder, which would be very much appreciated by myself, of course. So obviously, we'll get the win. It's not a sweep because we need to make sure, well, obviously my opponent, he couldn't bring his Cinderace to the last game, which definitely plays a role, but we'll take those. We'll do the best we can, and that's what we've done. So yeah, thank you to YouTube channel members. By the way, we have our level 1s, which are Liv, Eric, Zeke, and Texas Man 21. Our level 2 is Tone, and our level 3 is Sully. Thank you all for your support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for watching as well. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys all tomorrow.